This is a time of difficulty, but we wish only to guide, to support you on this journey you chose to be part of. You live in interesting times, do you not? It's so much change necessary for this planet to continue in its journey to where it was always meant to be. There is nothing to fear, for as we have explained many times before, you chose the path that you are, and for you already know the outcomes that you are here to be a part of. So many of you are feeling what you call drained or tired right now. No, that is simply the process of your energy being used as part of the whole, as we all, even us here, move through this transitional energy. We hope that makes sense for you right now. Be mindful that your bodies have never held this level of energy, of light, before, and therefore there is a need to understand that the body often struggles with this shift. We hope that helps.
Yes, thank you, Spirit. It does.
What would you ask of us?
Do you think that we are at a crossroads for human development? As in, are we heading to a transmutanist, technology-enslaved race, or will we branch off and evolve more towards the light? Thank you.
This is the path you signed up for, to be part of the process, the choice to step forwards as this planet becomes more of a vibration of light than the, let's say, darkness you have witnessed in your previous lifetimes. Know that if you are in struggle with this process, it is simply that there is a need to release the parts of self that do not belong in this vibration, this light vibration. Do not be fooled, though, for all worlds exist in this one space and time, as does all time. You are simply being asked to choose the timeline in front of you, as it were, that is into this process of light. There are many who would have you choose not to at this time. We wish to bring forth those who are in positions of power, such as the being you refer to as Trump, for we will say he is not one of those supporting the movement into the light vibration that is required right now. So in answer to your question, it is not so much a crossroads, but more a time stamp, a moment where you must choose to step forwards or to step backwards into how things were in a previous timeline. Does that help?
Yes, it does. Thank you, Spirit.
May we ask for the voice of those who question moving forwards? We feel it is necessary as a transmission of healing energy within the words that are being brought forwards to also connect within the vibration of the voice. What would you ask?
I have another question, Spirit. Will there be total devastation of the world as we know it with another world war?
may you ask the person to ask their question.
Of course I will. Emma, can you unmute yourself and ask? Thank you.
Will there be total devastation of the world as we know it with another world war? Thank you.
We do not see this as devastation, for this world has always been in a state of war. However, there will be battles as we see them over territory, but you must remember that there is a need for you to choose which vibration you sit within, for that energy, that experience of war you speak of does require the heavier vibrations to be, let's say, manifested here on this planet. What we would encourage you to do is be a projection of love, but you cannot sit here and claim to be a projection of love if you fear war. You see, you must also understand that those involved in such play-outs are also choosing to serve their path and their purpose. We know this can be difficult to understand, but even those engaging in war have a role to play. And once that role ends, they will simply choose either to step into love, to step out of the vibration that feeds it, or to simply leave this planet, this world, to allow new energy to form. So what you may perceive as destruction is absolutely evolution. Does that help?
Yes, it does help. Thank you.
Jen, do you have a question for Spirit?
What's your perception of the UFO phenomena and the apparent disclosure taking place in America? Is it a deception or is there truth to it? Some people are claiming that they can channel and contact actual physical or multidimensional entities on camera, but is it part of a bigger deception or is there some truth to it, please?
You do amuse us with this question, but we wish you no upset in those words, for we sit before you now as beings from other dimensions. There is those who sit truly in communication, as does this one and many others, but there are also those who do not, and in fact simply channel what we identify as another layer of the ego state, the mind control. We are fascinated by the use of AI now, as you call it here in your world. So we do ask for you to be mindful of whether what you hear is truly even the true voice of the channeler, or simply, actually, we prefer the word communicator, but we see them often referring to themselves as channelers. But sometimes what you are observing is someone manipulating through AI to distract and mislead. Someone asked about a crossroads. There are many turning points on the journey where there is, through misleading, misunderstanding, and what we refer to as the false prophet, leading souls back round into what you call the 3D vibration, believing that they are following a prophet, as we say. It is about the energy of the communicator and the space they hold. You must always pay attention. Does that help?
Thank you very much.
Amel, do you want to speak?
What would you ask?
Amel, you need to take it off mute and ask. Here you go. Take it off. You take it off mute and ask. That's it. Click on the screen. Click on the bottom where it's got the microphone. One moment, please, Spirit. There is a lady that would like to ask a question. Would you like me to ask for you?
Hi.
Hey.
I have a question. How to start receiving insights and dreaming again if we chose to start having connections when we were a child?
We feel it is a pleasure to meet so many of you. There are many here in this space who, like this one before you, must understand that you are what you refer to as star beings in human form. You must understand that you would have been open naturally as children, for that was your natural state, and in fact still is. And like the one who asked before you, there may have been experiences of confusion or difficulty, and your team may have chosen to shut down the communication to protect you from those around you misusing your abilities. Many of you will feel drawn, will feel called to sit in communication once more. This one before you has amused us often with her resistance to do what she was always put here to do. So no, you are not alone in the struggle. But to rebuild that connection, there is a need to lose what is referred to here as the shadow self. We see that simply as the human programming that you came here to release. And of course, to learn to let go of that humanoid mental state of sitting in that mind vibration by sitting in connection with your people, your beings. So we suggest to anyone here who feels called back into communication to learn to trust yourself, your higher self, above all others. Does that happen?
Yes, thank you.
Know where you belong. Know where you belong and simply understand that that sensation of being at home is what you desire to connect with. We all believe in all of you that you will all do what is asked of you, and that includes going into the energy of communication, the experience, the energy, the wonderful world that you are already part of. You just simply need to remember, darling. Just remember. It's not something out there to find. It is always and always was within you. You simply need to understand that it is about remembering, and that connection will only come from connecting with yourself first. Does that help you? I got asked to come and help you. My name is Jennifer, and I got asked to help you. I have been helping you for some time now, so understand that I am always with you, but you must learn to always be with me, as it were, in my vibration, as you call it. Can that help you?
Mel, does that help?
Yes.
It's just such a pleasure to connect with you. This is fun. Such fun.
And Mel, that's a connection for you personally. Is that right, Jennifer?
Yes. It's such fun to be here.
Thank you. Can we ask some questions of you, Jennifer, away from Mel?
Sorry, I cannot hear very well. 1 second. Let me check my settings.
We just need to be in connection with who we were put here to be in connection with. It really is that simple. So it is about trusting the space you are in. And by that, what I mean is what you feel. You understand, you must feel. You must always feel your connection with me and with those that you were put here to be in connection with. So I look forward to our connection. You have to let down that wall you built, that wall of wanting acceptance, and learn to accept yourself so we can connect fully. I will see you again.
Joshua, are you there?
Yes.
So ML, you can mute yourself now, lovely.
Okay.
Thank you. Joshua, are you there again?
We understand that a new connection was formed, and we are delighted. We hope that you understand that whilst this communication was for one, the understanding brought forward was in fact for all. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Spirit.
What would you ask of us?
Vicky, would you like to unmute yourself and ask Spirit?
Am I on the right spiritual track?
We love the word track. We prefer vibration. There is a need for you to recognize that the path you are on is always the path that you have chosen, but also that the path you are on is always a reflection of where you are at. What we mean by that is where you are in terms of how much light, how much high energy you hold. So therefore, if your path does not feel right, it is because you have come to a point on your path where in order to step forwards, you must do some work, some release of the lower vibration that you are carrying in that moment. And that is apparent to you by what you are manifesting, what you are experiencing. So we hope we do not confuse you when we say you are never off path. It is more a question of which path and vibrational path you are choosing in that moment. And it truly is a moment of choice in every moment that you are in. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Have more faith in yourself. What would you ask of us? Who wishes to speak?
Jackie, would you like to unmute and ask a question?
What do you wish to ask of us?
I would just like some help in connecting with my guide.
You must understand that as with others we have spoke to here, there is a need to set the intention of the connection whilst also losing the need for the connection. There is a need not to allow the mind to interfere with the communication. There is a need to feel your guide first. You understand? We know that you wish to see and connect in a stronger, more, let's call it vocal communication, but there is a need to first feel your guide. Do you also recognize you have many guides? So therefore, you must set the intention of what you wish to connect for in the session. For example, with this one before you, she has set the intention to communicate through trance voice healing. Other times, she sets the intention to communicate through transcribe. And when there is the need for that work, that communication, that intention, it is not us who speak through her that step forwards to be a match within her energy in order to scribe. You see, you must learn to be a match vibrationally, not just with those you wish to work through you, but with the work you wish to do. So many of you miss out so many steps of the journey, the process, the mechanics, as some of you refer to it. We encourage you to begin your next session of connection by setting the intention and then choosing simply to enjoy the experience. We hope that this helps. Does it help you?
Thank you.
Thank you, Spirit.
We wish to bring forward now the healing energy that so many of you feel and indeed are in need of. We wish to help you release this energy of struggle in the minds of many of you here today. We ask for your permission, as it were, your energy to blend.
Thank you, Spirit.
We ask you simply to get comfortable in our own connection with you and to simply feel and breathe the healing energies. We wish to now project into the space around you, closing eyes and setting your own intention to receive the healing. Feel the healing energy building within you, bringing this energy around you. Now we bring you peace. Breathing in this light, this energy. We wish to now bring into your space. Opening the heart to receive letting go of suffering your mind as you choosing to hold on to. Breathe this energy in through your hands. Allowing yourself to be one with this healing energy. We are going Breathing. The divine is always being within you, for it is you. For where you find this love within you, there can be no fear. Trust in this love. We wish to bring around you what you call the creator energy, the God force. Feel this energy come into your being from your higher self. The energy within your heart and your crown as you identify. But truly, this energy is coming from within, for you are part of the creator energy. Breathe. Energy, this feeling, knowing you are always divinely protected. Feel this healing energy now, lifting away from you. We trust that you have enjoyed this connection, this healing energy. The words we speak have always brought healing to this world, to those who choose to listen. We thank you for your energy.
Thank you, Spirit, on behalf of everybody here.
We simply wish to assist you on your journey. Your journey is guided by your own soul vibration, but in truth, so few listen to that part of who they are. We encourage you to know who you truly are and lose the shadow of who you have become in order to step fully into who you are. It is simply about remembering. We thank you and we wish you well.
Thank you, Spirit. Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the room. Nearly.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
You can all take your microphones off now if you want to, maybe ask questions or feedback to Sam. It's just while she's in trance to see if everybody's on.
Let me stop the recording to give you privacy. Ooh, shakes.
Mhm.